3 o'clock on the East Coast. It is noon, lunchtime on the West Coast. This is Weather Underground. I'm Mike Bettis.
I'm Alex Wilson. Or it's still a holiday week, so it's still just food time. Sorry, Dr. Nab, I didn't even introduce you. How rude.
This is Dr. Nab.
I'm like, I'm Alex Wilson, and we're still eating. Who is this man over here? I don't know, because I'm talking about snacks.
I'm happy to head out and start my grocery shopping because I got a lot of food to get for New Year's Eve.
You're the fondue guy.
Oh, yeah. Every kind, too.
I picked
Bouillon,
up my
cheese,
sauerkraut.
and chocolate.
Look at you.
Yeah. What are you doing for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day? What's your...
Football and football snacks.
No, but like, what? Oh, just football snacks? Pigs in a blanket?
Maybe.
Nachos?
Definitely.
Chicken nuggets?
Definitely.
Okay.
But you know, late at night is a great time, like tonight and tomorrow night, to go shopping.
Why?
Because nobody else is going to be at the store at 9 o'clock on a Friday night.
Oh, that may be true.
Yeah.
And then my wife and I, after that, then we can party late on a Friday night after the grocery store is closed.
There you go.
You got a
guys
plan there.
throw down,
Go to the grocery store and then party.
Well, I go in and out of the grocery store in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Nobody else
You're
is around.
efficient, Dr. Nab.
That's
We'll show
right.
you that New Year's Eve forecast. It looks pretty calm in most places. A little bit of rain in California, a little bit of snow around the lakes, including around Chicago.
Yeah, so very, very easy peasy. Really no weather problems for the outside parties or if you're just couch people. There's so many people I feel like nowadays that are like, I'm going to sit around, I'm going to watch a little. I think we love the nostalgia. Like, who's performing this year on New Year's Eve? It's going to be somebody from the 90s. That's what we've had of recent. But
Usually.
I'm excited. I like to see it. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just lazy and I don't like paying the ride share fees. They're so expensive. I
But, you know, with
it's
all
like
of these...
$120 for a ride somewhere.
Celebrate the New Year. It's like a rebirth.
I'm celebrating it with a rebirth of my bank account.
Embrace it, Alex Wilson. Light rain, light snow, not hugely problematic, but you might get your first flakes of the season in a few spots tomorrow morning.
And isn't it good this is not happening on New Year's Eve? Because rain on those outdoor celebrations with all the performers and all the speakers and audio equipment outside. Nobody wants to perform outside in the rain, but most of us won't have to deal with that.
That's true. And when we ride share to Nab's house for the party, we'll share one. That'll
Oh, man,
so
I got to shop double tonight if you guys are coming.
I remember you said that it's a rebirth. We're hanging out, we're partying, we're going to have a good time. Yep, this is going to be amazing.
It's a separate rebirth.
Mike Bettis, yay! Yeah, and you can see that reflected in our Los Angeles forecast. I'll show you that in just a moment. But right now, a live look at the city, 63 degrees currently. We could see some issues here at LAX with the rain showers arriving later tonight and into tomorrow morning. Today, a generally dry day with those mostly cloudy skies. But tomorrow, and really, again, even overnight tonight, it's rain that's moving in. So tough conditions on the roads, tough conditions at the airport. Sunday, we finish off 2023 with the clouds lingering, but I think we will see generally dry weather. With that said, could see a few spotty showers. We'll keep an eye on that system. Monday, Tuesday, you can see more sunshine peeking out and those temps in the low to mid 60s. Now, across the LA area, again, the day to watch for the airport delays would be tomorrow. Right now, no delays being reported, even though those winds are around 15 miles an hour. We've got visibility 10 miles, so no problem. But with the rain will come some lower visibilities into our Saturday. We know LAX, such a connection site for those Western flights. So keep that in mind. Even if you're not making a final destination in LAX, your plane may be coming from there. So you may be seeing some slowdowns at your local airports. Rain arrives later during the overnight hours, so more likely than not while you're sleeping. And then tomorrow morning you get up, we've got rain showers. The darker greens indicate more widespread and even some moderate rain. So the rainfall rates could be a little bit heavier during the morning and early afternoon hours before it tapers off by evening. As we look at the monthly average rainfall for the city of Los Angeles, this is very much in line with when we'd expect to see it, right? So December, January, February, March, those are on average our wettest months. Things dry out significantly through much of the rest of the year. So this is the water season. This is when we expect to see it. This event, not a surprise. San Francisco, we do have some delays at SFO, the International Airport, reporting a delay of 1 hour, 18 minutes, winds 15 miles an hour. We've seen some spotty showers, more cloud covered there than what we've got in LAX and the Los Angeles metro area. For San Francisco, more opportunities for rain coming, including Saturday morning. I think Saturday afternoon, Sunday, Monday, generally dry, but Mike, rain returns Tuesday and Wednesday of next week and next year.
Could we be looking at...
If you are heading somewhere for the New Year's holiday, you know, going to deal with much in the way of travel trouble today. Even those areas that are getting the rain showers, getting the snow showers, neither of them particularly heavy. Notable, you saw the roads in Mike's camera. They are generally wet. So temperatures are so marginal that snow's not going to accumulate. San Francisco, we have some delays at the airport there. I think Boston's another spot with rain showers later today where we could see some minor delays. But you see a lot of green on the airport map, and that is what we love. So no big-time powerhouse systems that are going to really cause problems with travel. Into early week, population with lows below 32, so below the freezing mark. Saturday and Sunday, over the weekend, we've got almost 130 million people with those kind of temperatures. But look at Monday. We up the ante in a big way. We include a lot of the south central part of the country and getting back into the west as well. Nearly 191 million people, or actually exactly 191 million people with lows below freezing. Saturday morning, Pierre's there, Minneapolis is there, Denver's there, Dodge City, Kansas City, even St. Louis at 31, just above the freezing mark for places like Atlanta and Charleston. Charleston, you're at 34 Sunday morning, 35 in D.C., Boston just below the freezing mark for that final morning of 2023. And in Miami, expect below average temperatures during the mornings all the way into the new year. Mid-50s Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on average would be in the low 60s. So I know everybody's going to have the big jackets out in Miami. With those mid-50s, yeah, you're going to be chilly. And in Jacksonville, up there in North Florida, we've got 44 for your average this time of year, but 33, that's what you're dealt on Sunday morning. So very close to the freezing mark in Duval County, back closer to average, still a few degrees below the mark Monday as we wake up New Year's Day. But Mike, Dr. Knabb pointed it out yesterday, waking up when we on to that GFS and not let go. Coming up on the show so far this season, it snowed less. And that is music to the ears of folks in Pittsburgh, Western Pennsylvania. They'd love to get some snow showers, some snowfalls, so you could go, grab the sled and go down that neighborhood hill. Seasonal average for the city of Pittsburgh is 41.4 inches of snow. When we look at this divided up by month, December, we on average get about 8.3 inches of snow, almost a foot on average for the month of January. So January by far the big month for the city of Pittsburgh. But February, no slouch, on average a little over 10 inches coming down. And March, also an active month when it comes to winter weather out there in Western Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh averaging 7.4 inches of snow during the month of March. Mike, have not seen that this year, though.
No, we have not.
Life-giving and fun, and we think of swimming pools and stuff, and we don't think about all the danger that comes with it.
The force of it, right?
Yeah.
You think about some of that water. Some of that water, was maybe foot deep or so, but it was moving.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's got a lot of power behind it.
It does. It's got a lot of oomph. We welcome you back into Weather Underground on this Friday, our final show of 2023. I'm Alex Wilson.
I'm Mike Bettis. We'll check in with Dr. Knabb coming up in just a second. Let's start there on the West Coast.
And also the gustier winds and the lower visibility there that you're seeing. So we bring up the maps and we start things off in San Francisco, where we do have the current problems at the airport. 1 hour, 18-minute ground delay in effect, and we've got 15-mile-per-hour winds, some passing showers. They've actually been on the increase here over the last hour or so, or last half hour or so. So again, I think the delays are going to get better at this point. I think with more rain chances arriving through the second half of today and tonight, I think we're going to see that delay stick around, if not increase a little bit. In San Francisco, you've got rain showers tomorrow morning. I think by the afternoon, Sunday, Monday, we get a little bit of a timeout. Rain comes back in, though, for your Tuesday and your Wednesday. So you're back to work and school, and you're like, oh, make this easy. Like, it's the January doldrums. My pants don't fit. Like, I just need an easy day. Traffic may not be your friend with the rain showers likely as you get back to work. So everybody's back out on the highways. Rain showers coming down. That means probably giving yourself some extra time. Either side of an inch for the San Francisco Bay Area, so I don't think this is going to be by any means the biggest rain event you've ever had, but we could see about an inch of rain, and that could mean some pockets or periods of moderate rain that would, again, slow things down on the roads. When we look at the systems, first one wrapped up there off the Pacific Northwest coast. Mike, this has been bringing the potent winds and, of course, really churning up the Pacific.
It definitely has.
That is just offshore of the Pacific Northwest, and this has tropical storm strength to it, pretty strong.
Right.
And on the southeast side of it, we're in that gradient, and the winds are really starting to pick up from the Bay Area northward.
Yeah, they've got a little breezy there, but again, that's kicking up the surf. We showed folks the video of that, people being hospitalized because of these big waves, something you talked about yesterday. You got to stay away from these coastal areas when we've got such rough surf.
Yeah, and what's really characteristic of these last two systems are how horizontally large they are. So the amount of energy they can push the ocean around, and that's why we've got such huge waves. And we're going to get another round of high waves tonight into tomorrow. And now we got to add rain into the mix. So, Alex, there's a bit of an overlap with where the high surf advisories and high surf warnings are in Central California, with where we've got coastal flood warnings and advisories, but also the possibility of rain-induced flooding. So you can imagine it rains, that water tries to drain out to the Pacific, it's getting pushed the other way.
It's very similar to sometimes the problems that we see during these tropical events, as you pointed out. Tomorrow looks to be a pretty rainy day for some communities.
Yeah, and that front is going to extend all the way down into Southern California, but at least, for the most part, by the time we get to New Year's Eve, things are looking generally pretty good.
Yeah, a little Southern California rain, but we'll, of course, keep an eye on that. More Weather Underground continues after.
Hootie and the Blowfish are still kicking out the hits as recently as Taylor Swift. We've learned that Wake Island is the first all kinds of things.
Frankly.
Stuff we never knew, we didn't know.
Right? We've learned that movie Poseidon Adventure started on New Year's Eve, which we got.
Yeah, Poseidon Adventure was a New Year's Eve.
Questions are tough.
All right, now, you guys, I think, know the answer to this one. When I was a forecaster at the Hurricane Center, I had to drag myself in on New Year's Eve to season.
2005.
2005, yes. The only reason the 2005 hurricane season ended is because the year 2005 ended.
Exactly.
Yeah, my goodness. Okay, tradition of hanging onions in their home on New Year's Day to symbolize growth and renewal. Is it Greece, Turkey, Egypt, or India?
I feel like I know this, and it's one of two.
Because onions can sprout just at any time, even if you don't take care of them very well.
Greece.
Alex says Turkey. It's actually Greece. Mike is correct.
He's right. Hang it.
Those Greeks like to hang onions, and then they bonk their
Greeks
kids
like
on
that.
population from 1923 to 1924 was the greatest increase prior to World War II. What was the population of the U.S. in 1924? 114 million, 144, 201, or 236 million? Alex says A, 114.
B.
Mike says B. Alex is correct. It was only 114 million. We have about tripled our population in the last
All those
century.
boomers.
Look at us go.
Oh, yeah. Up through New Year's Eve. Was it Neil Diamond, Barry Manilow, Tony Bennett, or Andy Williams? And
Scott, why are
he
you
sang
laughing?
this on the New Year's Eve show
Neil
many
Diamond.
times. It's actually B, Barry Manilow. Yes. One more question. The second coldest New York City blowing 9 degrees at midnight. Ironically, the coldest temperature ever for the ball drop was 100 years earlier in 1917. Was it 10, 1, -1, or -10?
C.
No, it was actually just above zero. It was 1 degree, the coldest ball drop ever. It's never been below zero for the ball drop, and it won't be this year.
Show of Weather Underground for 2023 as we're going to turn the page to 2024 next week. Are you ready for it?
The good news is we have a whole nother year just around the corner.
Right?
We do.
Well, and the
We
other
do.
good news is Scott, our weather producer, he's really familiar and loves the song Old Lang Syne. He's going to sing it to us at the end of the show.
So we have learned something about generations here, that the younger generation literally has no idea what that song
I don't
is.
know what it is. He was like, what is that?
And we've all
Yeah, but we've also found out that most of us, we don't know the words.
We don't know the words. We've heard it, though,
We've
at
heard
least,
it.
but we all feel very, very old today. This is Weather Underground. Dr. Nav, Alex Wilson, Mike Bettis. As far as the weather goes, for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, it actually looks pretty good.
It does. It's pretty easy peasy, pretty nice. You got nothing. It's like a person where you're like, I got nothing bad to say about it.
And if it's going to be, even if it's going to cool down at night, it's not going to be raining or snowing hardly anywhere. And the wind's not going to be real strong hardly anywhere. So cool temperatures, outdoor performances and celebrations, I think they're a go.
Yeah, tolerable for sure. What's happening right now? There's a little bit of light rain across the Tennessee Valley here. It may at times be a little bit of snow for you. We've seen some of that already in East Tennessee. Now tonight, could you see some flurries? Maybe like
Well, I
on
hope
Broadway
so.
in Nashville?
I hope
Could you
so,
see some
'cause
snow in Knoxville?
There's nothing worse than 38 and drizzle liquid. You know, you need the flurries to have fun, like you said, Mike.
Yeah, it's a little bit more festive.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to be having so much fun in some of those bars. They'll come out and go, yeah, it's definitely snowing, even if it's raining. You don't tell them, just let them think it's snow.
Are you going to trade in the cowboy boots for like snow boots?
Heck yeah. You can't fall. You can't be slipping down Broadway. You need something with some
you
tread.
hope not.
Cowboy boots. They can be a
Or
little
can you
slick.
put like rubber tread in the bottom of your cowboy boots?
There you go. snow tires. The activities there across Southern California for New Year's Day. Los Angeles right now, not the crystal clear skies that we typically expect to or usually see in the Los Angeles area. Temps in the mid-60s and cloudy skies. That's what we've got today. So expect the mostly cloudy conditions to continue. Really, actually, I would expect overcast later on as rain moves in overnight, continues during the day Saturday. So Saturday is going to be the rainiest day of the bunch. We'll keep the clouds on Sunday, but as Dr. Nab pointed out, generally dry. Maybe a few spits of rain. We'll be watching another system. More sunshine coming your way Monday and Tuesday of next week, and by those days, temperatures rebound a bit. Mid-60s coming your way on Tuesday of next week, so well into the new year. No problems right now at LAX. We've got green on the map, winds gusting anywhere from 20 to 25 miles an hour. Visibility 10 miles, so even though we've seen the increase in clouds, without the rain, we don't have any visibility problems. There's no fog to deal with. As we move through the rest of today, though, and especially overnight, visibilities will go down. So some of those late night flights that are going overseas or international, those are the ones that could be, seeing at least some delays because of the low visibility. So rain showers continue tomorrow morning. Again, this would be the day that I would anticipate any delays on the roads or at the airport by late afternoon and evening. That's when we'll see the rain showers start to move on out and drier conditions overall for the second half of your weekend and early next week. Average monthly rainfall for the Los Angeles area does increase here in December, January, February, and March. On average, again, those are our wet season months. And then the rest of the year, very little, if any, rain to be expected. So not in any means or by any means a surprise that we're seeing the rain showers right now. Still have those delays over an hour and 15 minutes at San Francisco International Airport. Winds gusting there also 20 to 25 miles an hour. Current winds 16 miles an hour. So with the rain showers around through the remainder of today, tonight, and into tomorrow morning, San Francisco, you'll continue to watch for those delays. Road conditions may not be perfect. I don't think it's going to be super problematic, but at least some delays on the roads. Sunday, Monday, drier, even some sunshine for New Year's Day. Rain comes back Tuesday and Wednesday of next week with temps dropping into the mid-50s by Wednesday. Rainfall totals right around an inch across much of the Bay Area, Mike.
All right, Alex, thank you very much for...
I'm going to be watching Storm Center, see if they get it. And if you're out later this evening, may notice some of those snowflakes as well. So everybody's out there peeking out the window. New Year's Eve, much less in the way of active weather, even though what we've got right now isn't crazy active. We've got some snow showers today across sections of the Ohio, the Tennessee valleys, even down into Georgia, Atlanta area. You guys could see a few spotty showers, but again, for most areas, this is more pesky precip than it is going to cause you any trouble. Air travel issues possible for Seattle, for San Francisco. Seattle, you've had really gusty winds. Boston, I think you could see a delay or two. I don't know why that side of the map just didn't want to participate, but Boston would be the other spot that could see a few minor delays. Into early week, we've got Saturday and Sunday morning, nearly 130 million people with below freezing temperatures. But by Monday morning, stay in bed a little extra time. 191 million people below freezing. Hopefully you can get the dogs to stay in bed, the kids to stay in bed a little longer. If you're up staying awake to watch that ball drop, you need that a little extra sleep, right? Before 8 a.m. on New Year's Day, we can't do that. Saturday morning temps in the mid-20s for Green Bay, for Pierre, for Omaha, mid-30s for Cincinnati. Sunday morning, we've got mid-30s in D.C., low 30s for Atlanta and Raleigh, and 40 on the temperature or on the thermometer in Dallas. Miami, your average low is 62, 57 the low, so a few degrees below average Saturday morning, but 55 Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So a few cool, crisp mornings headed your way. And in Jacksonville, where the average low is 44, we're going 33 Sunday morning. So you wrap up 2023 with the coldest temp of the bunch. By Monday morning, back closer to average with lows near 41. Travel on New Year's Eve should be easy peasy. Celebrations on New Year's Eve should be no problem as well. A few Great Lakes snow showers. But, Mike, other than that, really dry. Generally comfortable for this time of year. No complaints.
Not at all, for sure. All right,
a lot of people are like, ooh, tell me more. So stay tuned. We'll be updating that forecast. And coming up on today's Weather Underground, so far this season, and that is music to the ears of folks in Pittsburgh, Western Pennsylvania. They'd love to get some snow showers, some snowfalls. So you could go, grab the sled and go down that neighborhood hill. Seasonal average for the city of Pittsburgh is 41.4 inches of snow. When we look at this divided up by month, December, we on average get about 8.3 inches of snow, almost a foot on average for the month of January. So January by far the big month for the city of Pittsburgh. But February, no slouch. On average, a little over 10 inches coming down. And March, also an active month when it comes to winter weather out there in western Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh averaging 7.4 inches of snow during the month of March. Mike, have not seen that this year, though.
No, we have not.
Through tomorrow there in Ventura. High surf warning. We welcome you back into Weather Underground on this December 29th, 2023.
It'll be our last show of the year. We'll see you again on Monday in the brand new year. But Alex Wilson, Mike Bettis, Dr. Nab's going to join us as well. Let's start there on the West Coast and show you what's happening today. San Francisco, it's been cloudy today.
And at the airports, too. So now it's not just the coastal problems, but then also the interior or inland problems. We start things off at San Francisco, where you've already been dealing with some of the slowdowns today at the airport. You can see more rain off the coast. Rain has been an issue here over the last, half hour to hour. Ground delay of 1 hour, 18 minutes currently, with winds gusting 20 to 25 miles an hour. So maybe some bumpy takeoffs and landings as they eventually do get up and going. Tomorrow, we've got morning showers likely, temps in the upper 50s. We'll keep those upper and mid 50s going all the way into the new year. Take a break from the rain. So we've got the rain Sunday and Monday, or no rain Sunday and Monday, but then it comes back Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So you go back to work, you go back to school, the rain comes back. I know sometimes, like on January 2nd, you just want it to be an easy day, right? You're like, please, can there be no fires at work? Can we have no rain on the roads? Can I just sleep in a little bit, make it an easy day, right? What do they call it? Bare minimum Monday, but for us, it's going to be bare minimum January 2nd. Not going to get that on the roads. Either side of an inch likely when it comes to the rainfall totals here in the San Francisco area. So I don't think this is by any means, a huge flooding deluge, but it's a decent rain. And again, sometimes you can get some moderate rain and that'll reduce visibility, make things a little bit slow on the roads. Current system, that's been packing the winds, obviously creating the large surf issues and the coastal flooding problems that we've seen along the coast. Right now, winds gusting 24 miles an hour in Seattle. Buoy's just offshore, though, over 30 miles an hour. So, Mike, winds gusty, obviously the coastal problems, and then more rain over spreading parts of the west through later tonight.
Something that we're definitely going to keep an eye on, Alex.
That is just offshore of the Pacific Northwest. And this has tropical storm strength to it, pretty strong.
Right.
And on the southeast side of it, we're in that gradient, and the winds are really starting to pick up from the Bay Area northward.
Yeah, they've got a little breezy there, but again, that's kicking up the surf. We showed folks the video of that, people being hospitalized because of these big waves, something you talked about yesterday. You got to stay away from these coastal areas when we've got such rough surf.
Yeah, and what's really characteristic of these last two systems are how horizontally large they are. So the fetch, the amount of energy they can push the ocean around, and that's why we've got such huge waves. And we're going to get another round of high waves tonight into tomorrow, and now we got to add rain into the mix. So Alex, there's a bit of an overlap with where the high surf advisories and high surf warnings are in Central California, with where we've got coastal flood warnings and advisories, but also the possibility of rain-induced flooding. So you can imagine it rains, that water tries to drain out to the Pacific, it's getting pushed the other way.
It's very similar to sometimes the problems that we see during these tropical events, as you pointed out. Tomorrow looks to be a pretty rainy day for some communities.
Yeah, and that front is going to extend all the way down into Southern California. But at least, for the most part, by the time we get to New Year's Eve, things are looking generally pretty good.
Yeah, a little Southern California rain, but we'll, of course, keep an eye on that. More Weather Underground continues after.
Been rocking it with pop culture and some science and calendar challenges.
We're ready for the occasion.
We're great, yes. We've dolled ourselves up. This is our party.
Yes. So this is an idea of what you can do on New Year's Eve. Dress up, play some trivia.
Play trivia with your friends.
Okay.
All right.
So let's go on with the questions here. A tradition popular in many Latin American countries to ensure exciting travels in New Year is to walk around the block with your parents, your dog, your baby, or your suitcase.
It's got to be your suitcase, right?
D, yeah.
It is your suitcase.
All right.
Yay!
Right.
Wishing you exciting.
I've never seen anybody do that. I'm going to try that this weekend and see if any of my neighbors comment on it.
Very weird.
You're going to be posting.
You did set the longest stretch of 110-degree high temperature days. How many days? Alex says C.
Yeah, I do too. C.
And Mike says C. Let's reveal the actual answer. You are correct.
Yay!
31 days. Basically the entire month of July, pretty much. My goodness.
Miserable.
About Times Square and dropping. But it's not the only place something drops on New Year's Eve. What do they drop in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania? A giant chocolate bar, a giant mushroom, a giant sweet potato, or a giant egg?
Chocolate bar.
Both
say an
are
egg.
creative answers, but the correct answer is B, the giant mushroom.
Really?
There are some mushroom farmers in Pennsylvania
Okay.
that
Magic.
really want to get the word out about what they do.
Done.
So, yes, we're in.
All right, next question. In degrees on New Year's Eve, do they stand on chairs and literally jump into the new year? Denmark, Sweden, Norway, or Finland?
Denmark.
You are both correct.
They seem like they'd be crazy in
Yeah.
Denmark.
They also
Right?
break plates on people's yards.
That sounds
Dude,
fun.
why
Yes.
aren't we there? That's
Going to
like
Ham's
such
house
a
this year.
vibe. Yes,
Okay.
we're going to do Denmark.
When was the last time New Year's Day was during El Nino? 2019, 2016, 2010, or 2007?
Oh, we both said B.
Both say B, 2016. Now, that was the last time New Year's Day was on a strong El Nino, but 2018, headed into 19, that was a weak El Nino.
I like that he made us feel better about it by being like, that was a strong
Here's a
one,
consolation
you
prize for
guys.
you.
So you know New Year's Eve is 76 degrees. The record high set in 1970 is what?
Ah, the average high, the
D.
record high.
D.
Stop. I'm going to go C then. I got to go big or go home.
D. 88.
Which is it?
So I went
Which
slightly.
is it?
I'm going C.
Let's reveal the answer.
Do it. Give me C.
Alex is right.
Winner with a chicken dinner.
Oh, I don't think I won. I
Alex.
think we tied. Yes.
Happy New Year, everyone!
Happy New Year.
Terrifying.